Hello everyone, welcome to my latest video. Today I am going to be reviewing the Tropicfeel shoes. So if you're on Instagram, you've probably seen their ads in your story posts where the people are like running through water and jumping off rocks in these like travel friendly shoes. So Tropicfeel have kindly sent me a pair to review. So the whole idea behind Tropicfeel basically is that you just need one pair of shoes for traveling, or one less pair of shoes for traveling. Yeah, so basically you just need this one pair of shoes for traveling. They're lightweight. They can be used on like multiple different terrains. You can get them wet and they'll dry really quickly so that you don't have soggy shoes to travel with. They can be worn in the water with or without socks, and that's like a few of the selling points there. So obviously they sound maybe too good to be true, I don't know, but for me with travel and packing all the time, I love the idea of only basically needing maybe one pair of shoes and then like some sandals or something for the beach. And I'm always thinking about ways to reduce the weight of like my bag or my suitcase. So if I can just have one pair of really light shoes, that's great. Because I always hate when I have to pack my hiking shoes because they're heavy. And I have got my hiking shoes wet before and just been like, oh, now I have to bring home soggy hiking shoes because they're not going to dry anytime soon. It's not like you have like your own radiator in a hotel room to dry them off with. So yeah, I'm really excited to try them. So let me show you what I have. Okay, so they sent me this very exciting bag. They didn't come in a box as far as I remember. They came in this, which I really like because it means you get a little handy bag with them as well. So you can see the logo there. It's a little clip opening. And then inside they have the shoes. Okay, bear in mind, I'm making this video after I've worn them. So they're not like 100% as gleaming clean as they were when I first got them. I should have probably done like an unboxing in the beginning. But they're pretty clean. I mean, I've cleaned them since I used them on that hike. And then it comes with 2 extra pairs of laces. So I really like this color. And then these just plain normal navy laces. And then just a little tag that says they're made from, I think, 3.5 recycled bottles. I don't know if you can see that properly. It's not gonna focus. There we go, you can see it now, right? Yeah, so that's good. Like obviously if you are thinking green and eco-friendly with the clothes that you buy, obviously Tropicfeel have that covered for you. So the bag, I mean, it could just be handy to bring with you so that if they're dirty or whatever, you can put them in your suitcase. I normally just use like an old plastic shopping bag for when I'm traveling to put my shoes in. But the other thing about Tropicfeel is that they're supposed to be odorless. So if you get them wet, they're not gonna just smell awful. They'll just dry up and smell as good as new. So ideally you shouldn't need a plastic bag to keep them in or anything like that. Because I only ever use that because I don't want all my clothes to get smelly with my shoes. Okay, so let's look at the actual shoe. So I have got the Canyon shoes. Let me check the actual name. What have I got? Canyon Core? Oh, okay, so I have got the Canyon Core in black, okay? So you can see them there. So obviously this was a little bit wider because where I did my hike in Wales had like quite red soil, so it's a little bit of a hue there. So it comes with these black elasticated sort of laces, and they have these really cool little sort of rubber stoppers there, if you can see that. So you don't have to, I mean, not that tying your laces is a big deal, but you don't have to worry about your laces coming undone or anything when you're on hike, because you literally like, it's just not possible. These things stay on and you just tighten them or loosen them however you want. I will say that like I probably have a little bit wider feet. So when I first put these on, I was like, I don't know, it felt a little bit tight across the arch of my foot, across the top here. But I've gotten used to it now, it's actually fine, and I'd rather them feel like they weren't gonna come off when I'm like running up a mountain or something, as I do. So the other thing is that basically with these shoes, or any of the Tropicfeel shoes, you're supposed to be able to wear them with or without socks. I don't know if I'd ever wear them without socks, but maybe like if you're traveling in a beachy sort of destination, then you would. Or, oh, I suppose if you're swimming with them on, then you would wear them without socks. And so the ridge sort of around the heel like forms quite a tight seal and stops them from slipping off when you're not wearing socks. And it feels quite comfortable as well when it's on. What else have we got? They look really nice. They just look like a standard pair of like Nike or whatever runners. So obviously you can get away with wearing them just out around the town or wherever you are when you're traveling. So they can kind of go with anything. Like you could be in a city and wear them totally fine, or you could be like up a mountain or doing a hike in Thailand and as well, totally fine. They've changed their sole, so it's actually got more grip. Okay, it's dirty now because, you know, I wore them hiking, but they've got the Tropicfeel logo and there's a lot more grip than there used to be on the original designs. So it is better if you had one of the original ones and maybe didn't think there was enough grip on them. They've improved this. Yeah, and so when I wore them on a hike in Wales, I was like quite intimidated because all the people in the car park had like proper hiking boots on. I was like, oh, like look at me and my little like flimsy lightweight runners. But actually it was totally fine. Like it was like muddy enough and wet, and yeah, it was totally fine. My socks towards the end maybe got a little bit damp because it was raining. I mean, like, because this is all just like mesh, it's really thin, so obviously that's gonna happen. But like grip wise, it was totally fine. I was going like quite steep uphill and going downhill as well, and it was quite rocky terrain. So I think unless you're doing like a really long hike, like, I don't know, like a 6-hour hike with really treacherous terrain, these should totally be fine for most like easy to medium hikes, I would say. Like obviously don't go trying to scale Everest in these, that's all I'm saying. But you should be fine for like, I don't know, hiking the Sugarloaf in Ireland, or like, I'm trying to think of another hike. Anyway, something medium, up to medium, I would say. And maybe like a few hours, but not longer than that. What else do I need to tell you about these shoes? Yeah, so okay, obviously I did get them wet, and the cool thing about them is that you can take out the insole here. So as you can see, it's like obviously super well ventilated, which is probably why it doesn't get smelly. And you can take that out when you're drying it, and it dries so quickly, really, really quickly. Like you could probably, like definitely overnight it will be dry. As long as you don't leave it out somewhere where it's raining. And then it's really easy to take that out because they've got this little like label on the side. You just pull it out. And they're size wise, they are like true to size. I'm a 6 like in the UK, so, and these are a 6 in the UK and they fit perfect. The mesh feels like, I think there's a couple of layers on the mesh. I originally thought it felt quite flimsy, but now I'm looking at it, I don't know, it's thick enough. Like I've definitely poked like a toe through the mesh on other brands of runners, so I'm always a little bit afraid that I'm just gonna ruin it. But because they've got this little capped bit down the bottom, maybe that stops that, I don't know, but it hasn't happened yet anyway, and I've had them since before Christmas, maybe. That's how long it took me to make this video. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much all you need to know with them. Okay, so let's start talking about price. So these cost €99 at the moment, which is probably like 100 and $110 maybe, because it's a terrible exchange rate for the euro at the moment. And maybe like 80 something pounds, I'm not sure to be honest, but 99 euro. And yeah, so I mean it's relatively on par in Ireland anyway with high street prices for runners. I wouldn't say like they're wildly expensive. I mean, they are a little bit pricey, but when you consider like all the stuff that you can do with them, like I love the idea of wearing them like in the water, because my feet just are so sensitive and I cannot walk like barefoot in rocky, like, I don't know, on rocky beaches or in water where there's rocky terrain underneath. I just can't do it. Like, I'm a little wuss. So I have always wanted to buy myself like reef boots or something like that, but I don't like also waterproof sandals, like walking sandals, because then all the like grit and sand can get in under your foot or around your foot and it's uncomfortable. Whereas like with these, you can walk in the water, like pretty much nothing is going to get in there because there's a seal around the edges. And there's no like big holes on the sole. There's only like little holes in the side there, if you can see. So you're not going to get like rocks or pebbles or anything like that in there that's going to rub. So I love them for that. So I suppose when you think about all the different ways that you can use it, like you wouldn't wear your Nike or Adidas runners into the lake or whatever, because you'd be like, they're just not meant for that, and you'd assume they'd be ruined after that. Whereas like with this, you kind of have the peace of mind that you can pretty much put them through anything and they should be fine afterwards. And they'll be dry for the next day when you're leaving or wherever you're off to next. So that's like my main thing that I like about them. Also, I guess the big thing for me is that with traveling, like the less you're carrying with you, the better. And the more multifunctional the items you pack, the better. So this obviously is perfect for what I do, because I'm always off somewhere new and I have to think about luggage allowance and that kind of thing. So because it weighs basically nothing, this is perfect for me. And because I can use it like going to dinner or out like doing an activity or hiking or whatever, it's like so multifunctional. So for me, I really like it. I think it's worth the money. I didn't have a problem with the grip. I know I've read and seen other reviews, but they were older models that they were reviewing. So I think that the sole has made a difference. Again, like I said, not for hiking Kilimanjaro or Everest, but yeah, for like a casual hike on a weekend, definitely. Yeah, I don't know like really what to say otherwise. I don't have, the only negative was that it's a bit tight like across here, but I mean I obviously have adjusted these, I'm not an idiot. But even then, like it just, yeah, I don't know, it's in the beginning it felt a little bit tight. And also I was very confused as to where to put this like bit just sticking out the side. Like in the beginning I was like, okay, I'll just shove it down in there. But then I think that just didn't work. And then I saw other people wearing them, like my friend has a pair and he just leaves them out like this. And in the videos I've seen, they just leave them out like that. I don't know if I love the look of that, but I mean, it's still way handier than having to worry about like laces that will open or get caught in things or fray. Let me think now. Is there anything else that I need to tell you? Okay, I've actually just put them on without socks for the first time and it's really comfortable. Hang on, bear with me. Oh yeah. I'll show you a video of them now, but they feel very comfortable. Very comfortable indeed. Like a little slipper. So I think I will pack them with me for my trip to Hong Kong, Australia and Samoa next month. So I'll really probably put them to the test, even though I'm pretty confident already with them. Yeah, so I think if you have any questions about them, just leave me a comment below. Happy to try and answer them as best I can. Or obviously you can check out the website, which I've linked to below. Yeah, I hope you found this useful, and yeah, if you do end up getting yourself a pair of Tropicfeel, I would love to see your photos or your content or your thoughts on them. So feel free to tag me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, wherever, and show me your content. All of my links are below. Okay, goodbye from me and my lovely shoes.